They deemed it worthy of their capital's name. It's a name with a lot of legacy behind it. So this has to be something special. This is the Ferrari Roma. Is it worth your money? Let's find out. Ferrari calls this design language La Nuovo Dolce Vita. That translates to the new sweet life in English. Now, we use a lot of adjectives to describe the looks of a car. They're striking, aggressive, muscular, but the word beautiful does not get thrown around very often. This is one of those occasions where it will be used gratuitously. The Ferrari Roma is beautiful on the outside, it's beautiful on the inside, and even the mechanical bits are beautiful. It's a piece of mechanical art on wheels. The Ferrari Roma is a front mid-engine rear-wheel drive GT. The Roma occupies a unique spot in Ferrari's lineup. It's currently their only front-engine soft-top Spider. In fact, there hasn't been a front-engine soft-top Ferrari Spider since the Daytona back in the 70s. Unlike most Ferraris, this has a 2+2 seating configuration, so it can actually fit people at the back seat. Barely. So normally this would sell for 29 million pesos, but in this configuration it sells for 34,740,000 pesos. It comes with a couple of additional accessories. This paint job called Grigio Titanio. It also costs extra. It's also equipped with a front radar for its adaptive cruise control. This gets 20-inch staggered wheels. You get 245/35 series tires at the front and very wide 285/35 series tires at the back. Now normally this comes with red brake calipers. These black brake calipers are an option that you'd have to pay extra for. This comes with carbon ceramic brakes. You get very smooth and flowing lines here on the side. Of course, you get the Ferrari logo over here on the fender. You got flush door handles. To open the door, just put your hand here. And to lock the door and unlock the door, just press this button over here. The taillights take a departure from modern Ferrari design by being non-circular. You get 4 straight LED lights instead. It has a retractable rear spoiler which automatically deploys at higher speeds. It has optional quad sport exhaust pipes in matte alumino opaco brunito, which I believe means matte burnished aluminum. It sounds a lot less fancy in English, but however you want to call it, the exhaust note is simply glorious. The Roma Spider comes exclusively as a soft top. The roof can be deployed in 13.5 seconds and at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. The Roma's monolithic design stands out in a sea of Italian cars with enormous fins, slats, sharp angles, and huge intakes. It looks aggressive and muscular, but also elegant and sensual. Almost everything looks like it's designed to be there, except for this radar unit at the front. It kind of looks like a tooth sticking out. But you can option that out if you want a cleaner look. Other than that, it looks pretty much perfect. Now, it wouldn't be a Ferrari if it didn't have a lot of forces under the hood. The Roma shares the same 3.9-liter turbocharged V8 with the Portofino, which it is based on. It puts out 612 horsepower and 761 Nm of torque. It features variable boost management, which adjusts the boost depending on your gear. So as you upshift, you get progressively more torque until you get all 760 Nm at 7th and 8th gears. The Ferrari Roma Spider gets 255 liters of trunk space. Do keep in mind though that the roof folds into the trunk. So to maximize your trunk volume, you will have to drive with the top up. Now I'm not sure, but I think we have enough space here to fit our sponsor for today. Introducing the AutoSport Mobility Scooter. The world's most innovative mobility scooter. It folds into a small suitcase size and it has wheels so you can move it around like a trolley. It separates into two parts. It has leather seats and grips, an illuminated LCD dashboard, enhanced lighting for extra visibility. You can install optional armrests. It's perfect for seniors as it's easy to lift and unfolds in seconds. It has a maximum speed of 10 kph, shock-absorbing flat-free tires, high ground clearance, advanced braking system. Be free to travel anywhere, land, sea, or air. It has 20 kilometers of continuous driving range. Engineered with flair, designed with passion for performance. Be active, be free, be yourself. AutoSport, moving life. Okay, let's park here. Okay, so this is the car's interior. Okay, so your parking brake is over here on this side. There you go. So Ferrari definitely tried to give us a very modern GT cruiser in the Ferrari Roma. You get a lot of screens here. Like you get this huge instrument cluster over here. The resolution is very good. Like I said, you can also view your 360 camera through the screen. This screen over here is not as impressive as this one. It's quite small. It's in vertical orientation. You control your seat ventilation, your air conditioning through the screen. You don't get physical buttons for adjusting your air conditioning. And you also get the screen over here for the passenger. You can also adjust your audio, your climate control, and your seat ventilation through the screen over here. Of course, the seats are covered in very supple leather. Both front seats are power adjustable. I mean, the bolstering is good, but it's not overly aggressive. They're still very comfortable for daily use. You got this very high center tunnel over here. So a lot of your controls are on the steering wheel. Like your turn signals are over here. This is for changing your drive modes. Like you can put it in race, sport, comfort, and wet. This is for your windshield wipers. You also have buttons here on the back of the steering wheel. A lot of these buttons are capacitive buttons. Even the engine start stop button is capacitive, as you can see. There's no, you don't feel anything when you press the button. But to open the door, just press this button over here. You also have 3% memory settings for the seats. Now to open the roof, just hold this button over here. And that takes about 13 seconds, and you can do it even if you're driving at 50 kph. This particular unit has the optional Tortora interior, which nicely brings out details such as these embossed Ferrari logos on the headrests. If you squint hard enough, it almost looks like you have a gated shifter, but it's an automatic, and these are all buttons. In terms of storage, you do get a single cup holder, you get a decently sized glove box, but you'll be putting most of your stuff in the back seat. You get multiple driving modes in the Roma. You have race, you have sport, you have comfort, and you have wet. Let's put it in sport mode. So Ferrari is not just about performance, it's not just about looks, it's not just about status, although it's all of those things. It's the overall experience. It's like it's an occasion. Now most cars you drive to an event. Driving the Roma is the event in itself. A destination is optional. It's a complete sensory experience. You get the visuals, the sounds, the G-forces, and the attention that very few other cars can command. It's downshift. It is quick. It can do 0 to 100 kph in 3.4 seconds, but it feels very manageable. The rear end never feels squirrely. The traction control is amazing at keeping the car going straight. I've driven cars with a lot less power that felt scarier than the Roma. The Roma builds power progressively in a predictable way, so you don't suddenly overwhelm the rear tires with torque. At low revs, it feels quite domesticated. It's not until you get near the red line that you feel and hear the violence of the screaming banshee that is the engine. The steering feels quick and precise. The dual clutch transmission shifts quickly, and the suspension offers a good balance of comfort and handling. The Roma is a grand tourer, so it's not going to feel as hardcore as a lot of Ferraris. It's not designed for just going around the track. It's also something that you're supposed to be able to live with on a day-to-day basis. It's comfortable, it has good NVH, and it's not so low that it'll scrape on your driveway. The Ferrari Roma Spider offers a lot of the things that make a Ferrari feel special. The styling, the speed, the sounds, the exclusivity, but wraps it in a package that's easily accessible. It's a Ferrari that you can actually daily drive, if you have the guts to. But is it worth your money? Now, it's hard to put a price on happiness, as some say you can't buy it. But this one has a price tag.